Okay, I've got Melissa here with me, and she's gonna help me on this video. As some of you know, we have our 18-year-old blind cat. I'm gonna not get into the age thing right now. I'll do that in another video. But he's very, very, very old, and he's blind. And some of you all have seen video clips that I've posted. And he's got quite the fan base. He really does. And he's earned every one of them. So,
Sweet Boogee.
Sweet Boogee.
Do you know how Boogee got his name?
I know Spencer came up with it, our son.
Yeah. Because he liked to play. He'd come around the corner and one of the kids would say boo, and somehow we come up with Boogee. I'm not really sure how that come to play, but
okay, anyway, I want to get you to share with everyone, all of our subscribers on this channel and the people who might watch this video who are fans of Boogee, to share the story about the day Boogee was found, the day that you found him, and who was with you and what the circumstances were, how Boogee came into our life.
Okay, it's a special story. I always thought of Boogee as a rescue cat because he was. Years ago, I left the private sector because I wanted to be with my children prior to them going into school. So I left the private sector and went into sales. I sold Avon for almost 20 years, but I was able to keep my kids with me. And there was a particular customer in Johnson City. I was delivering her order, and I went in, and the secretary said, she's out back. She's out there. She keeps thinking she hears a cat. So I drove around back, and all three of our kids were with us. Well, I'm not sure if Charity was or not. I know Spencer and Patience was. So I drove around back, and the customer, she was inside of, trying to get inside of a dumpster. She said, I keep hearing a cat. And at first, I didn't hear anything, and I thought, this lady has just gone bonkers. But anyway, after we stood there for a while, I also heard a cat. She said, I just need help getting in this dumpster. So I helped the lady crawl inside of the dumpster. And she said, oh no, it's already dead. Well, she found a dead little kitten. But then moments later, we heard another little meow. She's like, there's another one in here and it's still alive. So she found this little bitty kitten. He was adorable, and he was so terrified. I mean, when she found him, he was shaking. He was just, I mean, shaking all over. He was just horrified, trauma. So we kind of assumed that someone just had a litter of kittens and just threw them in the dumpster.
So there was more than one dead kitten in the dumpster. Well,
we only found the one. So the one, after we found the one that was crying and meowing, we didn't hear anything else. So I got her out of the dumpster. And she's like, what am I going to do with this? I just can't leave it here. I can't take a cat home.
So you got him out of the dumpster, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Boogee.
I didn't know if you was talking about the woman or the cat.
No, well, both actually. She had the kitten, and I helped her get out of the dumpster, and she had the kitten. And of course, he was not happy. As I said, he was terrified. He was traumatized. So he kept trying to run away. So then we decided, she says, well, I guess before we figure out what to do with him, we need to put him somewhere safe, because we was afraid he was going to run away. So I pull around back to the front, and then I couldn't leave my kids in the car that long, so they had to go in. So she found an old paper box, and we put the kitten in the paper box. Well, needless to say, Spencer, of course, our son, absolutely fell in love with this kitten. And we decided to bring Boogee home that day. He didn't have a name, but he eventually ended up getting the name Boogee. the whole time that he was a kitten, he pretty much, the least little thing just traumatized him. I remember the first time that I took him to the vet, I put him in one of those little cat things. I don't know if you remember, but he literally just about tore himself to pieces because he was in that cat carrier. And the pet said it was just where he was traumatized, that he was having flashbacks. What did I say?
I think you said pet.
Oh, well, the vet. They said he was probably just having flashbacks to where he was in the dumpster.
Yeah, he's never been a cat that we could cuddle with and, you know, just pick up and love on. Well, we love on him, but we have to be strategic about how we do it.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry.
But he's claimed us. You remember he's brought a couple moles, left them at our door, and a couple birds.
Well, he's been around for a long time, and I'll just go ahead and, on this video here, I'll just go ahead and address his age a little bit, because when I first started this YouTube channel about a year ago, a little over a year ago, I titled one of his videos, 18-year-old blind cat. And our youngest daughter, Patience, has contested his age. And here he is. I'm looking at him right now. We just pulled in and there he is. But anyway, she has contested his age. She says there's no way he's 18 years old. She said he might be 17. She said that. So she gave him credit for being at least 17. And the reason I come up with 18 is because we've got a picture of him from 2008, and we'd had him a little while before, you know, when that picture was taken. But so what I did when I continued to post videos about him, I just left his age the same. So if he wasn't 18 then, he's got to be right there now. So anyway, we've had him for a very long time.
I've got some history with Boogee. You remember? I always thought that cat scratch fever was just a myth. He proved me wrong. Yeah, I'm a survivor of cat scratch fever. But now that we've kind of pieced everything together, he would always let us pet him. He wouldn't ever cuddle or anything like that.
Well, you have to come at him a certain way when you pet him.
Well, we didn't know that when he started going blind. And I was out mowing one day, and I was just taking a break, and I just sat down on the ground, and I reached out to pet him. And when I did, it startled him, and he scratched me pretty bad. I ended up getting cat scratch fever from him. We never did understand why he did that day, because he always wanted me to pet him. But come to find out, that's when he started losing his eyesight. And they said that he was just seeing the motions, and that's what was startling him. And then, of course, his eyesight gradually left. So now he can't even see you, and he'll let you pet and do anything you want to.
Well, I mean, if you go about it the right way, I mean, I have to come at him from a certain angle, or he'll still try to scratch and bite.
Yeah, you have to come from him from the back.
Yeah. And
talk to him at the same time. Now, if you touch him without talking, he's not a happy cat.
No, he'll bite and scratch. But he's a sweet cat. You just have to know how to handle him. And thankfully, we've learned that over the years. Anyway, I'm going to he's out here right now. I'm going to get a little shot of him before we end this video. Oh, there he is. Hey. And the car headlights went off. Anyway, Boogee's going in to get his medicine now.
You want to come in?
Bye. Boogee is here for his medicine, Mother.
Gotta get over here and eat. Let me get Leo.
Hi, Boogee. Hi, Boogee. What are you doing, Boogee? Hello. Hello. Do you hear my voice? Come here. It's petting time. Hi, Boogee. What are you doing? You're making a mess, Boogee. Hey, Boogee. How are you, Boogee? Oh, here come Leo. Hi, Leo. It's the super good Boogee today. You don't have to get up, Boogee, but I'll pet you. Yeah. He's so fine. Hello, Boogee. Good morning. It's Saturday, August the 23rd, 2025. There's Boogee and Toka. But we're focusing on Boogee right now. Ain't we, Boogee? Silly. Silly, 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 silly.